not that communism doesn't work, it's that the capitalists invade if you are not like them. So capitalism truly is a death cult when you see the CIA and the Organization of American States and their dealings in South America and Africa, and really in any country that's actual democracy. Also, oh, there was a really good, interesting quote. Is right here. The Fed announced that part of its monetary policy actions would include buying up of corporate bonds. The Federal Reserve has been heavily investing in the debt market, or the fact that zombie companies exist. Zombie companies are companies that are not profitable but exist solely by the fact that they have the chairman of the Federal Reserve's checkbook and can write their checks for how much they need to get out of whatever debt they create selling their products. So like the retail apocalypse, it was phrased as Amazon is beating out mom and pop stores as well as some of these box stores, which is why people are shopping there less, because they can find a better deal online. However, consumer spending has been on the decline because real wages haven't increased in over 40 years because of the rate of inflation. The Fed claims it's 2%, but it's a lot more than 2%. So if Americans were making like what they were making in 1971, it would be at least $20 an hour, but that's only one of the many reasons why there has been progress in financial institutions in regard to racism. The Federal Reserve is a white institution. The chairmen are mostly white, if not all. They are creating inflation, which is robbing Generation Z, or people who have to pick up the pieces after the boomers blew the market to smithereens with leaving the gold standard under Reagan. The web of loan sharks that they fund through the IMF, which in debt developing nations who have been oppressed by colonialism. So the Queen and her institutions, M116, the President and their institutions, the NSA, and the Department of Defense and Homeland Security, they all operate under protecting the interests of the central banks, keeping the dollar used as the world reserve currency, especially in oil, which is why America's been so interested in what's going on in Venezuela. It's not that communism doesn't work, it's that the capitalists invade if you are not like them. So capitalism truly is a death cult when you see the CIA and the Organization of American States and their dealings in South America and Africa, and really in any country that's actual democracy. So a good example is Haiti. There's a coup going on because one of the puppet leaders that American imperialists installed is not going to give up their power, also known as a dictator. XRP is still doing well despite the lawsuit that Ripple is going through. Basically, the founder and former CEO Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse are being sued by the SEC because it didn't pass the Howie Test, which is what constitutes a security in the eyes of the SEC, and also regarding the $1 billion in XRP that was given to the former owner and current CEO. They said it was like it's basically like their bonuses as CEOs, but it's exorbitant and to the point that like they caught the eye of the SEC. So that's a little bit about their lawsuit.